at the Fortnite World Cup Finals, but it is certainly going to be a challenge. And Sushi, excuse me, he ain't all that cute. He's going to be out of the game. That will be the third elimination for Cloak, and 3 total for this duo. We're, just really far out. I mean, NA East, nasty shot there as well. Very competitive region. You hear that dynamite down below as well, but look at the congestion of the players here.
Or make any kind of aggressive plays up towards them. So Cloak and Tfue are going to respectively have all of this space to themselves right now. Notice the kind of open stance here, right? Like not even building, storm gating people, keeping them out to the zone there.
Yeah, and this is, I believe, their first game is what we're seeing here. You can tell mostly by the points on the side, so they have, there's more
POVs, there's more perspectives when you get this full view of the action from our perspectives here. So talking about people getting taken out the air, it's Orly right there gets swatted straight down, and Amun Martin as well, who goes right down behind him as well. Look at how Cloak is just canvassing out way ahead here, and Tfue's just making quick work of anyone that's left behind. Tfue's focusing all of his pressure on the air game. Cloak doing the same now, looking to refocus back up.
So that should be easy pickings if you're in this position all the way at the ultimate high ground. Also, they have shadow bombs. They have 2 rift to goes. This is just Cloak's inventory. We have to see what Tfue has. Oh my. What?
Oh my.
That is unfortunate.
99 fall damage.
That is so unfortunate. Ended up falling down. I think that, they lost the feet from underneath them. And because of that, he ends up paying dearly. He's going to be so low, but look at the connection there with the legendary rockets. That's going to be on Quesadillas there. Nicely done from Tfue, recognizing that player was on the left side, built out a ramp, and then made him pay for trying to poke out right away. He's going to be the guy putting himself in a position to try and get that elimination in there, because at this point, health-wise, Cloak can't do this. He's got to play more of the support role. With that elimination, that's going to bring him up now to 67 HP there, the green HP. But as well as another elimination on Mac should bring him and top him right back up. And he goes outside of the storm, but it's to grab resources. It's to grab ammunition.
From behind here, as things are kind of unfolding in the low ground.
He's going to have to be very careful, but this is still going to be a superior position here for the Faze duo. You got Bruzzy, who's going to be by himself. His teammate Pistola is going to be down, but not out. But at this point, you might as well say it's a GG, because Bruzzy is playing defense. He cannot hold this one down as Tfue and Cloak push on in for the victory royale.
And not once did they play low ground or mid ground that entire situation.
They own high ground the entire time.
High ground from 5th zone, and there's been players just on the rim, right, of making it through. And to see today, we just kind of took a look at the little leaderboard. Ooh, it's a big one, and X View goes down to a big shot from Thresh right there. As OT, Inspire, and Thresh are now in a really good position. They got a knock there. Are they going to pursue the push? We talk about those smoke bombs, having those shadow bombs to kind of make all these rotations. But now that he has zone, he doesn't even have to worry about it. It's just raining down fire, player after player, as Brackley goes down there as well.
Really just the gatekeeping, right? I mean, and even at this angle, it's not necessarily, the gatekeeping, right? You're not like looking directly at the player. So that player's getting shot at. He's shooting at someone else. It's close range. That rocket worked out very well for them. But now we're going to have Nyko King and Phenom, who we actually saw at the top of the leaderboard to start things off here in NA East.
And someone in a bush nearby. So the way the bush works, you can take one shot, but it doesn't matter because the drum gun fire rate follows up so quick. And Mayo gets melted away right there. And perfect little kind of siphon to keep him in the zone here. It was a trade-off for some health, but his mats are going to get replenished right there. So first place team is in the lead right now.
Simply can. And I think these 2 players here are completely unaware of what's going on, and they are. Quaxy did not know that Saf and Zayt were right there. You saw him try and run out of that box, but Saf and Zayt already had their eye on the prize. And that is going to be the 3rd elimination total for this duo. They're getting close. Now we're going to be in the top 15, so all the players are going to be earning placement points here. The trap comes in. Evil, he's going to drop right on down to the menacing trap of Saf and Zayt, the 5th elimination for this duo.
On Nyko King, so it's all got to be close quarter engagement at this point, which is perfect because they're not in the high ground anymore.
And if you're interested in checking out this player as well, you can see right there, he has Twitch in his name, so look up Nyko King, check out his stream, give him some support, let him know Use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup. We definitely want to hear from you. But Nyko King doesn't want to hear from these players. He wants to end this one. Unfortunately for him, gets hit with a stinker, but finds Husbandu as he's trying to run away with his tail between his legs. And Nyko King connects with that combat shotty.
And is Nefert's going to go down? That leaves Fiber by himself in the high ground.
I mean, that is going to be a rough situation for Fiber to be in, but he still has high ground position, as you had highlighted before. Stretch is going to be out of the game. That's going to be a 1v2 now. Fiber is going to be the one in this moment in time. Nyko King's going to drop down as well as Phenom. They're going to go to the low ground. They don't want to deal with that high ground at the moment because they do not want to risk it against Fiber. A victory royale will grant them 3 extra points here, and that will be huge for them. Huge to start things off. Fiber goes in for the challenge, but it's Phenom who clocks in a victory royale.
I love the disengage down. It's a 2v1. There's no reason to get weird and try and get picked off by Liquid Fiber. That's right. With 24 points right now, they're not too far off the cusp of being in the top 10 or remaining for a strong spot there. So shots are being thrown down, and oh man, we saw this yesterday. We see it again. You put a legendary assault rifle in these players' hands, and they are going to connect back to back as someone just gets absolutely melted. Some people shine in different kind of circumstances. Neo Tilted is a special type of geography when it comes down to these moments in these end games. So we'll see what they got to kind of make it back across, because it's Assault and Innocence who get dived on. Is he going to be able to connect it as Assault that goes down, makes a quick edit. Innocence tries to retreat, and it's not going to be enough. Roat takes care of them like it's nothing.
That is so unfortunate for. Oh no!
Cancels the.
Oh no! Man,
cancels the rift there, Golden.
He loses the floor from underneath him, and Roat's going to be out of it. That is so unfortunate. To number the number game, I guess, right? To get some connection shots. Well, even then, right, without that combat shotgun, you have 2 weapons that are going to be using the same ammo type. Drum gun and the assault rifle will use medium ammo. But you don't have that combat. It seems like neither one of them is actually running a combat shotty, and they're both going to be low on ammo. They have plenty of resources, but they need to pull away as much of the ammo as they can from these eliminations if they're able to secure them. Beggs is out, and Beggs made a very heroic play there, but the credit has to be given to Punisher and LandJoker for being able to stick together there, and for Punisher to get up when he needed to. That was very well done, but it's going to be Katarba, the last player left alive, getting Tfue outside in the storm, and this should be it. Yes, a victory royale for Complexity. Punisher and LandJoker taking the win. They were kind of able to stretch out their vision a little bit, give themselves some more angles. So, and that's the thing. Some players, they're always going to expect 2 tracers to be coming from the same direction. But if you have 2 players coordinating at opposite angles, that's rough to deal with.
Yeah, and that also incentivizes the rest of the lobby to collapse on you, because once those shots start coming in, it becomes a free-for-all for everyone else to start focusing in on you.
This is a team that clearly works best when they're up in an advantageous position, communicating and team firing. That is when they're at their peak.
That's right. They take a lead and they don't typically tend to let it go. Fend for himself. What's he going to do here? As he is declining down, catches someone by surprise. It's going to be Colin Frags who gets fragged out right there. There's a player nearby. Nice little ramp play. It's going to put him in a safety position. And again, he's on the tails of another player. That player didn't protect his backside. Paris is just looking to kind of catch the surprise angles right here. Will he get it?
Wall. Wow, that was nicely done. Falter. I mean, he's trying to make a move. He's hoping that no one's going to be inside of that room, challenge him up above. But because the combat shotgun is so strong up at this high ground, and when you're shooting at players in the mid-range, you could just spam those shots, and you're tagging them for a decent amount of damage. You have a bunch of ammo, you're going to just use it, because you will wear them down. They opt to use the shadow bombs, but they don't have the mats, and that is where, when they get to a spot, they like to build around and save themselves that trouble. But right now, this is looking great for them. They continue to maintain this position, and here comes the push around the side here. He's going to go right outside of the storm. He goes right behind Carl, but Tfue, he gets hurt for a lot. He had to siphon that one instantly, and will need to pop that big potion in order to get his shields back.
And it pays off because he picks up over 600 materials from that knock right there. And Milo did try to back up his teammate, but it was too late because Cloak started putting down fire from above. So they are back in the game. There goes a nice little material swap right there. And Milo leaves a door open, and Cloak is going to find another huge elimination right there. That's a frag if I ever saw one, because now Cloak has all the materials to take home another game right here.
It's the way that they command the high ground that everyone needs to take notes of. Tfue disengages. Where's Cloak at that point?
Cloak did try to come down to support his teammate, but Tfue was pressured out so hard by Crunchy, he actually had to go down. So pay close attention to that elimination feed, because that is the only duo in the game, and Tfue gets knocked. So this is a solo game at this point here. This is a solo, that's it, every man for themselves. Cloak is still in the best position here though, Golden.
And it's really when it comes down to losing that high ground, it seems like the Faze duo, they struggled to be able to get back up to that vertical base. But now you're going to have TJ and Jeeves, and they're getting ticked by the storm. They're trying to tear through, but they're not going to get there in time. Cloak is going to win this just by the fact that he's inside of the safe zone, and that's a GG, the victory royale for Faze, Tfue, and Cloak. Side of things, one spot up for grabs at that side of North America. 3 spots here for North America East. And as we're in this game, we have another dominant duo in Bizzle and DMO. A great group.
And I think it's important that you kind of brought up how people are broadcasting their perspectives, but I think this weekend Ninja and Reverse aren't. And we see them in the top 10, so what does that mean? Hey, is there a correlation there?
Ninja, all I'm saying is I hope you're recording. That's it.
Oh, you know he is.
Just record it and just put it on YouTube, and I'm okay with that. So they do need to have a game plan, because you hear all those players, and that Rift to Go could actually work out for them. I believe Ninja has a Rift to Go. I may be wrong there, but I could have sworn I saw it, and whoa! Flaz is going to be right next to Reverse, and Reverse is going to benefit off of all of that, and there goes one of the best duos in the game here.
Yeah, they show everyone what can happen in the matter of 2 games, or within the span of 2 games. That's showing that it's never over till it's over. And we saw that same story earlier today when Kinstar came up out of nowhere with his duo Hunter. You had the pleasure of talking to him earlier. That was a big knock right there for Ninja as he pushes through another player, gets in a little bit of a scuffle as he is on his rotation here. You can see from the overhead map that Ninja's on the Shadow Bomb. He is now cutting across the entire map here.
From Reverse there, but that Shadow Bomb, such a great item in competitive Fortnite right now that can allow you to recorrect things. And oh no, Boppin, he gets trapped. He lost the roof above him, and they just drop on in the Ghost duo. They're going to cap him off, send him back to the lobby. And Legendary Rockets.
That connected?
It did connect. You heard that sound cue go off. Ninja slides on down. There's a player right to his left side. And this guy's trying to just block him off, and that's Knight's Baltic who goes down there. Ninja split off from his teammate. This time, no Shadow Bomb. Has to be careful.
I like the rocket focus for up above, because if you look at the map here, these guys are not safe at all. Notice how players are getting destroyed out of the air. It's Brush and Sizz Lucky, and Funkbo's down right there to Ninja. Ninja actually picks them off as they are trying to rotate through the sky, and players are falling. Shadow Bomb was actually activated just in time for Brush, but it doesn't matter because Demo goes down to Ninja as well.
And be able to team shot as much as possible. This is looking pretty good here for Ninja and Reverse. We're now down to just 3 duos remaining here, and the pressure is on. Ninja, he's going to dive deeper in. They tagged him for a lot of damage there, and that is going to be a down onto Evil and the victory royale as Ninja finds 6 eliminations, 1 for Reverse, plus the victory royale, a 17-point game, 42 points total.
9 HP, only 9 HP. That's going to be a scary situation for him at this moment. Can he find an Elim? There it is. He's focusing all of his targets on his nearby enemies. Cannot quite connect, though. He needs one of these guys, and it's Vinny, who had no health. So does Eddie. Spams both of these guys going down to just 1 shot. You cannot allow them to get revived, though.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen for Vinny, because Zextro is far away from him, and he ended up getting cleaned up, so that elimination went and ticked in Tfue's favor.
Kind of crazy as Zextro managed to bounce back into this game. Not only finding himself some Elims, but some heals to go as well. He does get chunked there, lands behind.
Oh, man, he went into the box, but the trap went out. So he's kind of got back to a better position. And he has been in some scuffles. He has 5 eliminations currently. White damage. He knew he had that player basically done.
Placement points have been awarded at this point. What's he gonna do? He's still looking for some big elims here.
Way to turn something out of nothing. That's impressive. That was gonna be his floor. That was his floor.
Too. He places the cone right inside his bottom. Make sure he doesn't come up, but it's Ops who is waiting for T, as he kind of waited a little too long behind there, drawing too much attention to himself. Lost the zone favor there. Kind of whiffs that second one. Someone lands on him.
Oh, and Ops gets turned on. I thought that he was done. I thought Nip Ozzy was done there, but Ops, he was the one that would fall victim. And it gets himself 26 builds for that exchange. Fernando Martinez is going to be out of the action. Armand. Here we go. They're going for the challenge, and that's going to do it, the victory royale. Well played there by the duo in the 1v2.
See how things are shaking out right now. Zayt and Elevate, they're holding up that #1 spot. No victory royales for them, but they've got the 54 points. Everyone, now keep in mind, you've got that games remaining. So everyone's played right around 3, 4, sometimes 5 games.
Base Cloak and Tfue. Ninja in reverse.
Okay.
Popping on up there. The one thing to note as well, One Tap DJ and me is obvious. Only the 2 matches played, but 2 for 2 on their victory routes, sitting at 42 points. And also, you know, the spread going through here, Brushins is lucky being the only qualifier still on the board. Right now, we're looking at 12 points. I mean, we've seen players drop way more than that. Most of these duo victory royales coming through at around 14 to 17 points when the players are able to execute. So you can expect a lot of movement. And again, this is finals day. This is week 6.